Hi, this is Greg Sullivan from the Canon Collective. This is a photograph that I took while up in Cape Hillsborough doing a Canon Collective workshop up there at the beach at sunrise. Photographs of kangaroos on the beach tend to go really well on Instagram. So this is basically just a quick edit that I did while in Lightroom. What I want to do is start with the exposure. I want to just see what the correct exposure is. Maybe we just need to darken that down to make sure we don't lose any of the details in the highlights, which you see there. I'm scrolling down. Now I just want to exaggerate the detail in the shadows because there's a few there we're really backlighting the subject, so we want to make sure that all my detail in the sky is still there. I want to have a closer look now at the face of the kangaroo and just see whether I need to sharpen that up a little bit, because he really is the hero of the photograph and I want to make sure we get enough detail. If I hit the Alt key and then the masking, I can see where that sharpness is going to be applied, because we don't necessarily want to globally sharpen the image because it can also magnify the noise that we've got in the shadow detail. So when we go to the when we go and create a mask there, we can see where it's been applied to the kangaroo, and we just want to work on that individually without actually increasing any of the detail in the background. Now I just want to run the angle adjustment tool across the horizon to straighten it up a little bit, just to make sure that we don't have the Dutch tilt happening. Now we just dropped the graduating filter down from the horizon because I want to keep the viewer's eye for my photograph. For this particular image, as it's for Instagram, I just want to increase the blues a little bit unnaturally so in the sky, but down the bottom I just want to make sure the viewer's eye stays inside my image because the focal point is a little bit small in there. We want to make sure that no one's eye gets drawn out through other lines in the image. Clarity increases the contrast of your midtones, and vibrance will also increase the colours, you know, the kind of secondary colours, the ones that don't necessarily pop out off the page. So now you can see I'm just scrolling through to see where else, you know, workflow is important with this. I just want to increase or decrease the luminance, which is brightening or darkening by color channel. So I do want that sky a little bit artificial because it really is sort of the stereotypical beach scene in Australia, because we naturally have kangaroos everywhere. And I just want to increase the yellows in the sand just to give it a bit more of an appeal on Instagram. So now I just want to double check my cropping. I think this image in particular would look better as a square, and I know that the squares do look good on Instagram. I use the rule of thirds adjustment lines just to make sure that my image looks interesting and appealing. I always leave a little bit of room in front of the character's face or the subject's face. You should have really, you know, 2/3 of the space in front of your subject's face, just for the appeal. So now I just want to demonstrate the spot adjustment tool. I don't really need to remove all this detail in the foreground, but just as an example I use the spot adjustment tool just to remove something here. I can use the brackets left and right to increase the size of that. That's a mistake on my network, so please ignore that. And just using an example here, I just drag that across to see where I actually want to take the sand from and clone that into the image. Now I'm really sort of looking at the finishing touches of my image now, looking how it looks overall. I think the eye path around the image is appealing. Just to make sure that the viewer's eye stays inside my image, I can just use that radial adjustment tool to darken the space outside of the wallaby. So the idea is hidden Lightroom. Obviously I have Lightroom this image a lot. It is for Instagram, and I do have about 8 seconds to actually get the viewer's attention and like my photograph, because that's what it's all about. We can enable a lens correction to correct some of the optical errors inside the lens, and I do want to add a bit of a vignette outside the photograph. And here's the before and after. I really do want to get you know, a lot of people to look at the image, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, and that's the difference. So basically a 3-minute edit on a photograph of a wallaby on a beach, and this is the before and after. As you can see, you know, for some people's taste it might be a little bit overdone, but I've really only got a few seconds to get people's attention on Instagram and Facebook, and it's all about the number of likes and people regramming the photographs. Thanks for taking the time for watching the video, and I'll pass you back on to Ryan.
Hi, it's Ryan from Ryan Fowler Photography. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Greg Sullivan from the Canon Collective for putting this Lightroom tutorial together for you. I do encourage you to go check them out from the Canon Collective website. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.